I told you we gon' have fun with this one.
Thanks for making.
When the truth is on you, you know what I'm talking about? The truth is on you. It don't matter what side you're on. I ain't even gotta say Paul, cause it is what it is. Yeah. I bet you won't try it. Yeah.
They done messed around and let me get piped up. We too lit, so you know it's on tonight, cuz. You think you win until it's over and the lights up. You see the gang, it ain't no thing, just say your life, bro. They done messed around and let me get piped up. Choppers like a bike club, you'll get sliced up. They let you slide if you hang around the right blood. And I ain't talking Subaru, what it do, cuz. Pump it up. Blood stains in my cup. Shout out to Blake Matic. Whole gang know what's up. Whole gang just vibing. Ain't nobody real sliding. Ain't you tired of all of that? Tired of everybody dying. I'm tired of everybody losing. Why the ops stay choosing? Trying to get some, get back. Can't get that if your clip wet. Yeah, you got off a couple shots, couple bodies dropping. Now what's next? You in the casket done fresh and your whole family upset. But it could have been avoided, let's just tell the truth. Cause them bullets got no name and dog, them shells are proof. I done seen it all before and I was psyched up. Fake life had you hyped up. Real truth had you piped up. Just around and let me get piped up. We too lit so you know it's on tonight, cuz. You think you win until it's over and the lights up. You see the gang, it ain't no thing, just say your life, bro. They done mess around and let me get piped up. Choppers like a bike club, you'll get sliced up. They let you slide if you hang around the right blood. And I ain't talking Subaru, what it do, cuz. Let me get straight to the point, this all for my dogs. And if you ain't trying to hear it, it's best you not involved. I can't even play along, I can't cap you down. I graduated from the BS with my cap and gown. I got a degree and I see how you trying to finesse. Flexing my people, we make you stand on all your mess. You gotta change your heart, well that's recommended. But we gon' need them cards, cause niggas trying to spend it. The wealth of the wicked is laid up for niggas who get it. I'm having fun in this booth, why you nervous and itching? All them perks they not hitting, will not flirt with your living. Get dessert from my kindred, we piped up, now we get it. Trying to let me get piped up. We too lit, so you know it's on tonight, cuz. You think you win until it's over and the lights up. You see the gang, it ain't no thing, just say your life, bro. They done mess around and let me get piped up. Choppers like a bike club, you'll get sliced up. They let you slide if you hang around the right blood. And I ain't talking Subaru, what it do, cuz.
People emotions. Damn, husband. This ain't even gasoline. This tap water. I ain't about to burn nobody up. Oh, I love you. Just call me.
Hey, get over here, son. Yeah, hold it. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Hey.
Take it what's mine, you can call me a pirate. Trapping out the kitchen like I'm whipping out the pirate.
Take it what's mine, you can call me a pirate. Trapping at the kitchen, nigga. Hey. I ain't come here to play around with you down, get your eyes on the prize. I read the book and it said we win. Don't get caught in folks telling lies. Don't get caught in folks telling half of it. Next thing you know, they tell it backwards. Roll you up like a backwood. You up and smoke like that pack good. The shit be selling my dog. Time for us to make a kill on my dog. I ain't talking blood spilling my dog. Haters out the way, I'm chilling my dog. But never scared to get my hands dirty. ABT, TMH, he's worth it. 3MG, TLH, we work it. Get it out the mud like my chief first did. I'm going legacy. That's why I raise up this black flag. Whatever the weather ahead of me, got my black ones and my black bag. Come high water, never see hell. Try to test my shore, you gon' see shells. Come high water, never see hell. Try to test my shore, you gon' see. Take it what's mine, you can call me a pirate. Trapping at the kitchen like I'm whipping at the pirates. Never afraid to whip it, ayy. Stick to the business, yeah. I ain't never switching up, even if it's tough. Won't see me jump ship. Take it what's mine, you can call me a pirate. Ain't worried about the violence, we silence in the sirens. And we can't hear you. Overall, it's winning, and we ain't fit to stop now. We near the ending.
Took a little minute to get it. Ashamed of the way I was living. Took heed to the word and it's written. Heard the word in my heart and it pricked. They like, yo, man, you talk a little different. I'ma walk in the spirit. Most high to the book, we gon' merch. Trying to go from worthless to perfect. Which one are you working? You won't live once but could die twice. Don't be one of them blind mice. Meditate on the script, get your mind right. I was rocking the limelight. Man, they been hated Christ. Saw the earth, taste it. Who preserved the drunk or wasted? Who enduring the chasing? Got a vow in your head, don't break it. Adam still beguiled by Satan. Serpent in the grass, go rake it. The bread of life, we gon' break bread. Living water, no chaser. All this thing to the maker. Most High give it the straight.
Taking what's mine, you can call me a pirate. Trapping out the kitchen like I'm whipping out the Pyrex. Yeah. Taking what's mine, you can call me a pirate. Trapping out the kitchen like I'm whipping out the Pyrex. Never afraid to whip it, ayy. Stick to the business, yeah. I ain't never switching up, even if it's tough. Won't see me jump ship. Taking what's mine, you can call me a pirate. Ain't worried about the violence, we silencing the sirens. And we can't hear you over all this winning. And we ain't fit to stop now, we near the ending. Hey man, it's our time now. The Pirates is here. Let's go. Big homie Yurt. What's that, homie?
Hebrew business.
SF5, Sakari. I'ma leave somebody out. Y'all know what's happening.
Shalom. Welcome to the Truth Be Told Flesh Podcast. I am your host tonight, Ayob and Yahoo. Man, we got a treat for y'all tonight, boy. You just heard Mr. Truth Trap himself. Truth Trap, Truth. I don't even know what to call it, but get them likes up. Welcome to the Truth Be Told Flesh Podcast Extra. We're glad you guys could join us tonight. Once again, we got a treat, man. First, on the road to 500 subscribers, man. I think we at 281. So share, like, subscribe, comments. The channel is growing. Shouts out to the host, Shir Yeshub Judah, and his lovely wife, Miss Banal Shalahaya. The production manager, man, the Truth Be Flex podcast, Truth Be Told Flex podcast family is growing. We appreciate everybody for everything that you guys do. And we in the building tonight. We got one of my favorite brothers, man. Hung out with my brother at the Drip and Sip. Him and Mono have been on the show a couple times, and this brother is always welcome. He is family. So we ain't gonna hold y'all any longer, man. I'm gonna go ahead and bring my brother. Welcome, everybody. Give a warm welcome and a warm hand clap to my brother, King 7. Welcome. Mr. Truth Trap. Truth himself. King 7 in the building, y'all. Man, how you doing, brother?
Man, I'm good, bro. I'm blessed. I can't even put in words like just everything I've been feeling ever since this album been out, man. And it's just I'm on another level, like of high, man. I'm blessed. I'm grateful.
All praises, man. All praises. Well, welcome to the Truth Be Told Flesh Podcast.
Appreciate you.
And once again, taking what's mine, you can call me a pirate, bruh. We gonna get into it, but break down the theme and what was the inspiration behind the title, the graphics, like the whole, like give us the rundown of what you was going through, what was on your mind, what you want, what the Most High wanted to say to the people, and using you as a vessel. What was the process?
So just going back, the idea for Pirates honestly came to me before I was even in the truth, right?
Really?
Yeah, and just
Wow.
to put some relevance to it, you know what I'm saying? I've been involved in the CHH community uh, off and on for over 10 years, probably longer. Like my son is 15 now, so since he's been born, and I've been in the truth 3 years, so let's just say 12, right? And just what I always well, the inspiration for Pirates came a little bit before I was in the truth, but I sit on the concept for about 3 years. Just going through life and things like that, I really wanted to quit doing music. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And I went through a very intense life change or experience a year ago, and a year and some months ago, when I almost died because my gallbladder had shut down. And you know what I'm saying? I got my wife rushed me to the hospital. She made me go, dudes being hard headed, we
ain't trying to go. We ain't trying
So,
to hear that.
like it got really without being gross, it just got really bad. So she was like, you gotta go. I went there, and they basically told me if you hadn't come today, it was very possible you could have died. I sat there in the hospital room one night, just like, Father, clearly you got a plan for my life. You know what I'm saying? You use my wife to help preserve, the life that you've given me. I'm grateful for that. So, like, what's up? He was like, you ain't done with music. You're not done. Man. And I was like, all right. Okay.
Right. What else you gonna say?
I mean, I'm not gonna argue. You know what I'm saying? I almost died like 20 minutes ago.
Right. You ain't arguing with the Father.
So, yeah, man. So, I didn't have context, to be fair and honest. I didn't have context. I just liked the idea of Pirates, right? But at that moment, when he was like, "You're not done with music," he was like, "It's time to go take what's yours." And I was like, "That's why you gave me Pirates."
That's wow.
And the connective tissue just started coming all at that moment. So that's when I really got locked in on working on putting the album together and things like that.
So
go ahead.
Okay. So yeah. So I just want to make sure, and everybody in the audience, once again, chime in. That's a powerful testimony. And so you already had the concept, but then years later, the Most High allowed you to go through something, experience the point of death, because in this truth, man, our lives are on the line each day.
Facts. Mm-hmm.
So he literally let it happen from the Shamayim to the earth, and that's when you got the confirmation.
Facts.
Wow. And this is after, like, he was like, man, you know what? I ain't doing this no more.
I was ready to quit. I was ready to quit. And really the thing was, like, after coming into the truth, it was like I just had to unlearn some things that had nothing to do with the Bible, more to do with opinions and personal doctrines that people had. Which, I'm saying, if they're trying to live right, it is what it is. But just relearning through the Ruach what the Most High meant for me and mine. You know what I'm saying? And that caused, that's why the song Testimony is there. And it really identifies and points out some very significant things that happened in that 3-year period where I was like, what's up, Lord?
Right. Like, what's the wow.
So, culmination of it all was like I said, just that near-death experience, and to say, okay, yeah, now I get it. And where I got relevance for it, was like I've, as a Christian, we call ourselves followers of Christ and things like that, but I was like, well, what does that mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, it not now after further study, you know what I'm saying, Christ even kept the commandments, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Things like that really just kind of get skimmed over without really any application or understanding. And it's like,
It's like, well, are you really the one? And are you really the one for me? And in coming with that understanding, Matthew 11 is Pirates is based on, like, scripturally, where John the Baptist sent people from prison, like, go check this dude out, make sure he is who he say he is. You know what I'm saying?
You the one. Come
Yeah.
on. Me and my friends was just talking about that.
And he said, tell him what you saw, and he was telling to his people, like, check this out. Since before John the Baptist, there's been prophecy. You know what I'm saying? Let's be clear. Right. And the kingdom of heaven suffer violence, but the violent take it by force. Like, that's the type of energy you gotta have to, like, validate and ensure, like, am I doing the right thing? Am I on the right path? For you, who you say you are? Like, all of that. And I was like, that's where we going with it. And literally, that's how the flow of the album even came about. All of that. So I mean, it was all the Most High, bro.
Wow, that's amazing. And shouts out to your wife, Miss Leah Harrison. I had a chance. She's in the chat. Had a chance to meet her at Mono's at the F3 event and Mono's listening party last year. Right. What a awesome woman. And because, like, I have a similar testimony with the stroke. Everybody said, and my wife, when I was twisted up, mouth twisted, and she carried me from the bedroom to the living room.
Sheesh.
And like, it's the same way our wives play such, when people talk about pillar of rest and help me and all those things. I just wanted to shout her out because,
absolutely,
like you said, as men, we not trying to. I told her, I was like, babe, put me back in the bed. I'm good. And she'll tell you. I'm sure she in the chat. She'll tell you.
Right.
Like, no, you're not good without telling me your mouth twisted. You can't even, your whole left side jacked up. So I'm sure at that time, when the doctor was like, yeah, you better be thanking your wife, because if you would have not listened to her and came, you wouldn't be here. So all praise to the Most High for
absolutely
our wives, man,
absolutely.
And the testimony. I just wanted to shout her out and explain, and just say that.
And she deserves that 100%.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That's awesome. So once again, awesome breakdown. See, that's crazy, because when I seen the whole Pirates concept, I thought about Matthew 11. I thought about that. And that's confirmation now. I see. That's crazy how the Ruach move. That's crazy how the Ruach move, man. That's crazy how the Ruach move. But the song, one of my favorites, the joint with Big Homie Yurt. Now we're gonna talk about the Hood Theologian podcast a little bit later in the show.
Take your time. I'm on your time.
Got you. We're gonna talk about it a little bit later. But when I was watching your debut episode, you were saying that, and the next question was about the creative process, but you were saying that some songs didn't make it on Pirates.
Oh yeah, they did not.
Wow. So can you tell the people, and normally independents and major labels, they will do 20, 15, 20, 25 or more, and then take about 12 to 15 once the executive production, all that executive production, right. Choosing the songs and what plans. So how many songs did you actually record that didn't make it on the Pirates? Oh wow, that many.
Man, I including, like, just concepts and ideas, I would say I was well into the hundreds, man. I'll be honest with you,
bruh.
Yeah, like concepts.
On that one. Yeah. You get a Truth Be Told Flash podcast, but 100 or more.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yo, if any young artist, we got 12 people in the building, hit the like. Any young artists in the building, this is what work is for the Most High, y'all. You're looking at them right. This is what work is. Almost losing your life.
All praises.
Come on, man. So yeah, so 100 or more. That's wild, bro. And it's 16 songs, right?
Yes, 16.
16. Okay. So what was the executive process then on choosing? Like,
So I had to sit back and I was like, Father, I want to be clear. This is all for your glory, not for me. I'm an instrument of your goodness on the earth for people. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite scriptures is Romans 8:18, which says the sufferings of this present time are nothing to be compared with the glory that will be revealed. And glory can only be revealed where glory don't exist. You see what I'm saying? So, I want people to see God's glory be made manifest in my life, not for my benefit,
right.
but so people can say, oh, okay, well, you know what I'm saying, if it can happen for him, you know what I'm saying, it can happen for anybody. What makes him so special and not me, and that's how I want people to view it, because right. I'm appreciative, I'm grateful that he's using me, but I'm no different, you know what I mean? And so just as far as the process goes, I just said, what do you want to happen? And he said, tell a story. Tell the story of, basically coming into the truth, your understanding, your hunger for, my spirit, even being transparent with testimony. And then, now that you have that moment of victory, like Victory and Serenity is just a track. And I produced that at the time I didn't know what I was doing it for. I just, I just try to let the Most High lead me when I'm doing things. And right. When I was listening to it, I was like, I got Victory and Serenity out of that. You know what I mean? And it was like, this is the moment when now you have the understanding of everything that has been provided. Now the serenity of, I mean, it may not be perfect. You still hear the storm in the background, you know what I'm saying? You still hear the waves crashing, but you still feel a peace. It's like I'm in the eye of the storm. So even though everything's going on crazy around me, I'm chilling. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so just that process of all the way to the end, that without Christ's sacrifice, you know what I'm saying? As much as we try to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to do it perfectly every day. You know what I mean? And we try to, you know what I mean? But that healing and that conclusion of our guaranteed end was because Christ did what he did. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to leave it off with that. So it was just a story of I'm here, I'm hungry to it. We're nothing without, even Revelations 14, talks about, here's the patience of the saints, here's of those that keep the faith in Christ and the commandments. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's how it went, bro.
Wow, that's amazing, man. 100 songs. Somebody said Ox sound like he got another 3 albums. I mean, if you think about it, like for real, like come on, man. Like a lot of cats make 1 or 2 songs, put an EP out, and then they good. But once again, when you have a calling on your life, and you've even been in the business before the truth, and the Most High, he will use that, like you just said, the expected end, the now that you're in. Just like me, I didn't know at the time I was getting this knowledge to later on be truly used for him as yourself. Right. In 2023, Paris has manifested, the album has manifested, but then 3 years ago, once it was an idea and a concept and a download from the Most High, you had to see that in. So, man, all praises. That's powerful, true. Man. That's powerful. And it lines up with scripture. That's what we, as truth artists, as music ministers, I think a lot of times, some of us, not all of us, we get caught up in the entertainment side, and we don't listen to what the Most High is saying to the people, but what we want to say. And I went through the same process, and the Most High was like, bruh, this ain't about what you feel, man. It's not what you want to say. What am I saying to the people? You're the vessel. I'm gonna use you. So, man, all praises, man. All praises. Before we get into our next song break, once again, so I picked out a few songs, as you heard the first 2, a couple of my favorites. I picked out, so we got let's see, we got a couple song breaks and then an outro.
Okay.
So the next song, Ain't No Way.
Mm-hmm.
What's the concept and the inspiration behind that?
So Ain't No Way. I don't know if you've ever seen the meme or the video on social media where it's saying, "Boy, ain't no way, boy, ain't no way."
Ain't no way.
and really, like, I had just gone through like getting some really bad news, and you know what I'm saying, and like at that moment I could have got all down on myself, and all in my feelings. And one thing about the Most High, he don't operate in emotion at all.
Come on,
you know what I'm saying?
At all.
None of the screaming, none of the crying, that don't affect him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's giving us principles, he's giving us instructions. You know what I'm saying? And those principles and instructions tell us how to get what we're desiring and what we're expecting. You know what I'm saying? It didn't make no sense to be like, God, why?
Crying.
So, I mean, don't, you know what I'm saying? My wife will tell you, I am a crier by nature, but like that's not gonna move him. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man.
When I got that news, I was like, just scrolling, and I see the video. It said, "Ain't no
way."
Like, it ain't no way that this little piece of bad news is gonna throw me off, stop me from doing what the Most High told me to do, mess me up. It's not gonna happen. So it ain't no way that I'm about to be off or miss anything just because of this. Have that expected end that I can anticipate. I just got to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, my faith in Christ, and just go through the valley. You know what I'm saying? David talked about it. Through the valley of the shadow of death. You know what I'm saying? That you ain't gonna have to see a valley, because I mean, when we in captivity, we're in a, you know, all those things. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it ain't no way I'm finna stay here though. Let's be clear.
Right.
There it is.
Ain't no way. You heard it here first, y'all. Ain't no way. So check this out. We about to get into it. Y'all just heard the process. Powerful testimony. Enjoying myself so far, hearing the process and the testimony behind my brother King VII's Pirates, the new album. If you haven't heard it yet, I don't know what y'all waiting on. So let's get into this next single off the Pirates album. If you want to go ahead, I'll go ahead and introduce it.
This song is called Ain't No Way, King VII, and I hope y'all love it.
Praise God. Ain't no way, King VII. Let's get it.
Ain't no way y'all gon' see me falling off. Ain't no way TMH starts my call. Ain't no way that I'm meant, not the ball. Ain't no way y'all will see me take it all. Ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way. Ain't no way you gon' miss all the shine. Ain't no way you can tell it's time to grind. Ain't no way you can tell me it ain't mine. I'm telling you, ain't no way. Not hot as I should be, but I'm on the stove and I'm whipping that shit up. They get in your soul and they come back and come back and come back for more. And it's never a secret, got plenty to show. I told all my Zoes that we get in the ring, so go to Big Mama, get ready to sing. And I can't even fake it's not on my own. And this a TMH, your boy in the zone. I was down there out feeling pitiful. Sticking to the scripts was my ritual. I took many trips trying to get it through. It's them loose lips make me get at you. And I ain't mad yet, don't be trying to hide with a bag yet. Now you got the bread, no bag yet. Sticking to the book, no bag yet. Let me come and plug, negotiate a deal. He said a touchdown and I need to chill. Said all them bust downs ain't even real. Said it's all cap and they ain't even skill. So I chilled out, jumped in the whipping and I peeled out. Wifey came home and got drilled out. Like your dog was peeled out, cause the bag dropped and it's peeled out. Falling off. Ain't no way TMH starts my call. Ain't no way that I'm meant, not the ball. Ain't no way y'all will see me take it all. Ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way. Ain't no way you gon' miss all the shine. Ain't no way you can tell it's time to grind. Ain't no way you can tell me it ain't mine. Ain't no way y'all gon' see me falling off. Ain't no way TMH starts my call. Ain't no way that I'm meant, not the ball. Ain't no way y'all will see me take it all. Ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way. Ain't no way you gon' miss all the shine. Ain't no way you can tell it's time to grind. Ain't no way you can tell me it ain't mine. I'm telling you, ain't no way. You ain't seen it all till you can't see nothing. Tell me what you know about that. Whole time folk like tryna see something, but you ain't tryna see the strap. You ain't tryna see, no, that's my nigga. Keep it real, you ain't really trying to grind. Talking that talk like you better walk that I promise that you couldn't even find. When it come to mine, I'ma make a way. Just not my will, Mr. Make a way. And I know the plug and it's never no static. When I need a package, it's on the way. And I don't need a paddock, but it's on the way. Just too dramatic, but never vain. Can't never say it, ain't never pain. But sticking to the script, it'll never change. And when it rain, it pour real good. Call up my dogs, pour real good. It's like a feast day on the south side, so you know we gon' keep it real hood. So ain't no way I'ma miss it on that. Ain't no way you get over with cap. Ain't no way you finna catch me slipping, cause ain't no way you gon' see me. Ain't no way you gon' see me falling off. Ain't no way TMH touch my call. Ain't no way that I'm in, not the ball. Ain't no way y'all won't see me take it all. Ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way you gon' miss all the shine. Ain't no way you can tell it's time to grind. Ain't no way you can tell me it ain't mine. Ain't no way y'all gon' see me falling off. Ain't no way TMH touch my call. Ain't no way that I'm in, not the ball. Ain't no way y'all won't see me take it all. Ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way, ain't no way you gon' miss all the shine. Ain't no way you can tell it's time to grind. Ain't no way you can tell me it ain't mine. I'm telling you, ain't no way. Hey, this song like for all my dogs out there that, you know what I'm saying, like you was just like hustling, trying to figure out like, is it all finna pay off? Like, ain't no way I'm finna stay in the same situation. I'm talking about, hold your head, player. Most I got you. Psalm 37, like 1 through 25. Read that. Yo, King.
Man, ain't no way you can't start bobbing your head and do the stank face when you hear that 808. Fire, man, fire song, fire testimony, all praises, man. We back. You just heard Ain't No Way with my brother, King 7. We got him in the building. The chat is lit. Man, just Sister Unica, shalom, everybody, to everybody in the chat. Everybody's enjoying themselves. D-Elect12 says fire songs, man. Y'all made dropping bombs and fire emojis. So, man, let's get into it. So, let's go back. Now, I want to ask a question. If, like we said before, and we've talked about it when we met at the Drip and Sip, you know, your relationship with Canton Jones. And everybody knows Canton Jones is heavy hitter in gospel. Like,
Right.
Canton Jones, when I was doing gospel and still real churchy, quartet-like, Canton Jones is who inspired me. I was like, oh, you can be hip, okay, and do this. So let's go back, even before that. When did you know, like, I'm gonna let the Most High use me for rap? Like, when did you know, what age were you when you started rapping and you knew this is what you wanted to do?
Man, to be honest with you, I have to give that credit to my mom, because she was a gospel jazz singer, you know, independent, nothing major. She was doing a lot of covers, stuff like that, where, you know, but everybody loved her voice, you know, because it was a very sultry, relaxed voice. You know what I'm saying? She could hit them notes, but it just was just like real cool, you know. So she'd go around to different churches and stuff like that, and have me with her. A lot of times my dad was working and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm too young to be at home. So, you know, she was like, if you're going to be with me, you better learn some music. And I was like, what?
Mom, what you mean?
and mind you, at the time, I'm like 8, 9 years old. And, you know what I'm saying? And she made me learn one song when I had to sing. I can hold a note, but you don't want to hear me sing now, especially. You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to say, go ahead, Doc. Go ahead.
No, now. Side note, funny thing, unless it's a actual listed feature, if you did hear vocalization on the album, that was me. Yeah. All praise.
All praise to that. Come on, man. We dropping Truth Be Told bombs all night. I didn't know that. Wow.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Wow.
Any singing, unless there's a feature artist mentioned and you know their voice, that was me. Yeah. So she made me learn this song. I didn't really like it. She was like, all right, let's try let's try this rap song that I found, because we used to go to the Christian bookstore, pick up soundtracks and stuff like that. So we found this tape that had this rap song, and it was a super negative song. Talking about I was a kid from a broken home. By the time I was 10, I was out on my own. By the time I was 10, I was learning this song. So that wasn't my story at all. You know what I'm saying?
That's a bar, though. That's a bar.
But yeah, so she had me performing at a couple of different places. But what really made it like lock in, that's funny. My wife is hilarious. So what really made me lock in was that one, Hallelujah night, they had a talent show at my local church. And I performed that same song there. Now, mind you, I'm doing it in front of all of my friends. Nobody else raps at 10. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, what are you doing? We'll sing, we'll do jokes, something. We'll draw, but it's a talent show. So, I rap. And, at the time, just being honest, being fair, like it was a great feeling to see all my friends like stand up and clap, like, yeah, you just did that. That was dope. You know what I'm saying? And I was sold ever since. Ever
10
since.
years old.
And but to be even more honest, I would say probably about 4 years later, when I was in high school, that's when I really began to understand that, even then, like the Most High had a pull on my life to use it in the sense where it gave him glory. Because I mean, growing up in the 90s, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we had Outkast, you know what I'm saying? Yep. But other than that, and Outkast, I love their music, but other than that, it was like a bunch of stuff that you probably shouldn't be listening to at that age. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I was like, okay, let me try to do what I can. And I don't know if you saw, if everybody saw the when I did the actual album review when I went through all the songs. But the guy that was here with me, that was my childhood friend since 9th grade. And, like we started producing pretty much together at the same time. Now, and he's going on like City Girls just put out an album. He's done work with them. Wow. He has the first song on the City Girls. So like he's a mainstream ear that is often sought out in the city. You know what I'm saying? All praise is just that, he took what I showed him at that time and just went off and ran with it, you know what I'm saying? And he's taking care of his family with it. But like, yeah, like it was, I would say 14 was when I took it for real, but 10 was when I started.
10 years old. All praises, man. So you were a child. And like you said, at talent shows, man, we'll have art. We done drew comedy, making faces. We'll do show and tell. Magic tricks, all kind of stuff. But rapping at the age of 10 and getting the applause, I'm sure that was something that helped your faith as far as like, okay, I can do. Oh, my friends clapping, and I'm sure the next day it was like, or after the show, they were like, "Man, I didn't know you could do that. Man, I think I'm gonna do it now." And that inspiration leads me to my next question. What you've created your own lane. Truth music is a genre. You've created truth trap. Inside, you've created a genre in a genre. The heavy 808s, the heavy drums, the voice texture, the cadences, the rhymes. If being in Atlanta and the music scene in the secular and in the truth side in Atlanta, we were just talking about inspiration. How do you, what any young artists that's on their way, because there's new people coming into the truth every day, single fathers, single mothers that have gifts, young, older, what would you tell them to inspire them as far as we talked about the in the valley, because you've went through some things in your own lane, like people just don't know. When you come out sound like somebody, it's kind of easy to, get going. But when it's your own, like far as the support and far as it's tough. So what is something that you can give to the young folks that's watching and about staying true?
Well, first things first, everybody always uses the term real, more so as a cliche, but let's think about it for a minute. If you look at life, anything that lasts is authentic. You know what I'm saying? And the best thing to do is to be authentic. It's fine to have goals, aspirations, desires of how you want things to go. But one thing that always keeps me going is not even nothing to do with the Bible scripture when it comes to music. But I heard Drake say a line one time when he was like, there was a point in time when there was a point in time when I didn't have the things that I was talking about in my records. And I was saying it in faith. That was his point.
Right.
And now, granted, you know what I'm saying, there's just a fact of speaking what you're expecting to see. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I just tell people, keep the promises to yourself first. Be authentic with yourself and know what you're expecting to see. And just, you know what I'm saying, people want to hear something real. They want to hear the story. They want to know that they can have something to relate to. And that's really what has driven me and motivated me. That, people tell me, man, bro, I was just going through that. Man, bro, I was just dealing with that. And, sometimes they're taboo and things that people don't want to talk about. I'm not scared. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
I don't care. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and to make it even make more sense, like my mother's 83 years old. Okay.
Wow.
I'm grateful to the Most High for preserving her. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my mom. My dad's 83 as well.
Yeah, shout out.
And I let her hear the whole album. You know what I'm saying? And there were things that people might consider questionable on the album and things like that. But she said, it sounds real. It sounds like you're being who you are. And then my dad chimed in. He said, yeah. He said, we were just talking about that.
You getting bombed. You got the most bombs ever on the show. I'm dropping truth bombs. That's what they call truth bombs. Go ahead.
But my dad was like, yeah, they were just talking about that at church about not putting on something else to try to act like something you aren't, or if you are, letting it be clear. You know what I'm saying? That like I can project and have my anticipation of what I want my future to be, but I'm letting people know. I'm saying this in faith. You know what I'm saying? I like, yes, fact. Shout out to the parents 100%, because I never thought that I would see a day where I would play a song that I made for my mom and it have a profane word in it to what people may consider profanity, and it didn't make her say, oh, you know what I'm saying? Right. And the thing about it was she was like, there are people that will hear this and that's the only way they can hear it.
Wow.
And I was like,
that's powerful. Wow.
There it is.
Wow. Big facts. Shout. Yes. Big facts, Sister Leah. Big facts. And you're right, man, that being authentic, like you said, being real is such a cliche. Like everybody love to hit you with the real talk or be real. And then on the flip side, it's good lip service.
Right.
But the authenticity, like you said, your parents, and I remember seeing a Facebook post a while back. You was shouting your parents out. I think it was funny. They were talking about football or something.
Yeah.
And that's a blessing, though, to hear your parents at that age together. Your mom introduced you to music. She was a jazz singer. And I'm sure right now can grab a mic and go.
She could. Absolutely.
See? And like somebody said in the audience, it says one of the reasons you're so wise, older parents poured into you. So you know, that's the thing that is missing in the world, and it's going to take truth artists and music ministers such as yourself being authentic, putting out albums and projects such as Pirates, so somebody can hear, like you said, you get calls like, bro, I'm going through that right now. Bruh, I was just going through this, and I listened to your song on your album, or I listened to Pirates, and it helped me get through. And that is going to segue into the next one of my favorite songs on the album, man. Like I said, when you're talking about authenticity and being real, staying real to yourself, being your true self, I'll say that. That crown is heavy, man. Listen, like I said, y'all, it's when somebody sounds just like somebody, and you know, you kind of have that same type of style. People are like, oh, he sound like so and so, and it kind of go, and you still even kind of create a lane with that. I know that's the thing, because there's a million little Uzi Verts, there's a million little babies, there's a million of them running around.
Right,
I mean, it's just, and I'm not taking jabs or shots at them. What they do has worked.
Right.
However,
Absolutely.
there's a lot of rappers that's young that don't want to be authenticity, because once again, like I said, authenticity brings persecution. You're gonna go through some things. So, and when I hear that heavy as the head, I think, yeah. So take us into this song. We're gonna get this song next. I see you ran back. Take us into this song and just tell us, you know, a little bit about the process for this song, and you know, if you was going through something at the time and what you was going through and what the song means to you.
So, like I said, when I put out a few records before Pirates actually dropped, that I didn't know like really where the flow of the album was going yet. Come on now.
No, we look real till the water hit it.
But what happened was, like, I got a little bit of a little of notoriety amongst, you know, the Israelite community. And that's really, you know, shout out to Sister Delta at the Light.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She did a lot of work. I'm extremely grateful. I could never not shout out enough.
Yeah. Same as me. Yeah.
And so people that didn't understand that quick rise, and I'm far from where, you know, I feel the Most High is taking it.
Right.
But some people had a lot of negative things to say. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, you know, they were like, he's a part of BMF. How is he doing this? Like this, and that. And I'm like, listen. And you can't, and I can't sit. Titus 3, I believe, tells us to not go back and forth with people about that little silly mess. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know, so sometimes you just have to take it on the chin and be like, okay, the sufferings of this present time are nothing to be compared
to what's to come. My goodness.
So so that is literally heavy as the head is literally Romans 8:18 in hood form. So yeah, that's simple.
There it is, y'all. You heard it. Once again, King 7 in the building. We going through this Pirates, and this is one of my favorite joints off the whole album. Man.
Mine too. I appreciate you.
Heavy as the head, because it is chosen ones. Dakota Sheen. Listen, when that crown is supposed to fit, you're gonna go through persecution. You're gonna go through some things. You gotta cancel the negativity, the naysayers, people that just not gonna support you or only support you to keep you close by to see what you're doing, peeking in the bushes. So with no further ado, we're gonna get into it. Heavy as a head. Let's get it.
Production. Can you say gang gang?
They say the crown belongs to me, but yeah, it feels far away. I be winning, but they say that I be sinning every day. Bow your head, God is great. Keep your eyes on my plate. Don't mind splitting with the Akim, but the ops my
And
great.
they say that I'm born foreign blood in me.
I'm an alien, chain be radiant. What's the crazy?
My life, don't try my authority.
This is royalty. It's way more than me. But
Heavy is the head.
they say they can get with it, but ain't never seen the pressure. Ain't seen it. It's folks right now out here folding for so much less, bro. This shit gets stressful. Yeah. Who am I here trying to flex for? When these police think it's cool to put their knees on your necks, bro. Protect our own by our own standards. Keep your policies, traditions, and habits. Like a man in a dress who wasn't supposed to happen, but we fell off like a bad baggage. But we know we dope. Gotta get back in the pot. Don't need blue magic when you part of the rock. And only your devil wants a part of the stop. So if you part of that plan, I'll give you part of the glow. Slow up. Not everybody's an agent. The job of a king is to take them back where they supposed to be and make them. Part of the gang. But the crown get heavy though. Gotta keep the main thing. Cause I'm shooting for a level. They say the crown belongs to me, but yeah, it feels far away. I be winning, but they say that I be sinning every day. Bow your head, God is great. Keep your eyes on my plate. Don't mind splitting with the Akim, but the ops my
And
great.
they say that I'm born foreign blood in me.
I'm an alien, chain be radiant. What's the crazy?
My life, don't try my authority.
This is royalty. It's way more than me.
Heavy is the head.
Head to the sky, feed on the street. I sacrifice it all before I meet defeat. This what champions are made of. All these knives in my back, dripping king's blood. Emmanuel, son of God. All truth, no facade. The road was hard, but I made it, nigga. Satan tried to snuff me, tell him he couldn't phase a nigga. God before me, tell me who gon' stand against me, nigga. Itchy fingers still thumbing through these holy scriptures. Yeah, I just cope different. Everybody see the problem, but they won't fix it. Everybody want the crown, but they'll never fit it. You can't put on for a place that you ain't never visit. This is kingdom lingo, never did it for my ego. I got the medicine while they out here pushing placebo. To my people by the kilo, now ain't that evil? But this my depot and I'm taking over, word to Nino.
Call me now. And that's word to Cleo. They want that Gordon Gartrell. And that's word to Theo. They living a lie but wanting the truth. And that's what the word should be for. They want their revelation stuck in the matrix. Word to Neo. But it don't work like that. Y'all getting folk hurt like that. They looking for answers, giving them cancer. Then they gon' come right back. Cause we love what kills us till we die in and want them to heal us. Lie to your brother for a come up. Get stuck and want them to feel us. We made ourselves look crazy. The 28 curse real, baby. The 28 blessing is too. Which one you get really on you? I'm tryna go zone with the fruit. Crown too heavy to walk with. No cap to rate more than talk big. 144 is they say the crown belongs to me, but yeah, it feels far away. I be winning, but they say that I be sinning every day. Bow your head, God is great. Keep your eyes on my plate. Don't mind splitting with the Akim, but the ops my
And
great.
they say that I'm born foreign blood in me. Heavy is the head.
Bruh. He said, call me Cleo, Gordon Gartrell, call me. That bar right there is real. We gotta give you another bomb on that, bro. Cause yeah, man, that song it's a heavy song and heavy as the head. That's probably my favorite joint off the whole album, man.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. The whole vibe of the album, the vibe is like you said, it's you. It's you. When I see you, I picture like the graphics and the order of the songs and these songs, like it's you. It's authentic. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
It's real. And once again, I want to get into this hood theologian, man.
Hold on, before you do, real quick, I can't underserve the opportunity to shout out my longtime brother Emmanuel, who went crazy on the second verse. Let me just give. So me and Emmanuel used to travel around with Canton Jones.
Okay.
And and Emmanuel's not in the truth, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, right.
But one of the great things about, he asked me this the other day. He was like, how are you going to react when, you know, there are people that are going to say, how you doing songs with people that, I said, well, let's take a step back. The Bible says, how can two walk unless they agree? I said, you got faith in Christ? He said, yeah. I said, and according to your information, what the law, statutes, and commandments are you doing your best to keep them? He said, yeah. Case closed.
There it is.
Case closed. And every person that I work with, that's the requirement. Right. Period. You know what I'm saying? And when it's validated by the Ruach, I'm done. You know what I'm saying? We can get on to what we came here to do. You feel what I'm saying? And that brother, man, I love him. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we actually kind of even grew up together to an extent, like in high school. Being in the church that we were going to had a little rap group. I won't say little because it was like 2,000 kids there, but had a rap group. And you know, that was where we formed that bond. But like just the understanding of how to take the opportunity to be inspirational with your music and still have that relative and relatable feel. You know what I'm saying? That whenever he puts a project out, y'all will be doing yourself a disservice to not listen to it. I don't know when it's gonna be, but he blessed me. He don't even like doing music like that, but he blessed me with that. Yeah, facts.
Wow. We have to keep a lookout for him, man. When he drops, let us know.
I'm gonna let everybody know.
Yeah, we can have him on the show, man, and chop it up. Like you said, it's, you know, you got faith in Hamashiach, and you're doing your best to keep the law, statute, commandments, man. The Ruach is gonna, because once again, the message behind the music is to reach the people that's not fully immersed.
Facts.
I mean, because we was just talking the other day about preaching to the choir. And yes, we are here to iron sharpens iron. Yes, we have, to fully keep Israelites involved and keep them girded and but once again, Mashiach said, I'll dip out and go find that one that's lost. And there's 99 in the pasture that, you know what I'm saying?
And if you
not to say Emmanuel or nobody's not to.
No, I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly.
In context, that's what we,
If you think about it in a bigger scheme of things, right? It's like, let's be realistic. If we take the information that we got now, being in the so-called truth, you can't fit that in a song.
You can't fit in the rest. There's no way.
Who really am I going to be able to benefit that's already in the confines of this understanding?
Right.
As far as compelling them, like for real, life changes is more likely to happen with those that have no clue. You know what I'm saying? Now I can create things that are be encouraging, help you to keep faith. You know what I'm saying? Of course. But a much easier, stronger opportunity, and I'm not telling nobody to not do what the Most High told you to do. Right. This is just the wisdom of 7, verse 7. But like Hamashiach told us, go teach.
Come on, man.
Now you're not teaching people that already know it all. So anyway.
What else are you going to teach them? You just said, they already know it all. You can't teach them nothing. They know it all. They don't want to hear what you got to say anyway. So right, and before we get to man, it's been an hour already. Yo, this is and see how my time flies when you're having fun.
It
This
does.
has been great. This has been epic, man. I do real quick. We spoke about Kenton Jones earlier. That being your brother and growing up with Emmanuel. Um, did Kent I believe tell the audience Kenton Jones gave you your name, King Seven?
Yes. Well, he didn't, not King Seven. So what happened was when I first started going, he was the music minister at the youth group, and and so during the summer we had a conference. It was a youth conference. So like the adults were in on one side, and all the kids, like I said, we would get up to the numbers of 2,000, just like with all the teenagers, right? And they had a freestyle contest. And I had a Michael Vick jersey on, number 7. And I told him what my name was at the time, and it was Red 5. And I had no real meaning for it, but I just made up something. You know what I'm saying? And when I explained it to him, he had been in the studio. That was when he was working on his album Love Jones. And so he had been in the studio all night, and he was like, I'm not gonna remember what you just said. So he was like, I'm gonna call you 7. And so everybody laughed. But you know, like when jokes are made like that in front of multiples of people, that's now your name.
Right.
So from that moment on, I was 7, and I was like in I think like the 10th or 11th grade. And so from that moment on, I was 7. I was no longer Red 5. It was just like, who's Red 5? Y'all know 7 though, right? And that's how it went.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, I love hearing that testimony, man. Because, like I said, Kenton Jones is somebody I looked up to, and I've never met him, but I almost looked at as a mentor. I heard it, hear his music, and he is somebody that is authentic. And
that's and to your point, that's why I told you at the Dripping Sip. A lot of people don't know this, and I wanted to say this publicly, like. Being in the truth, like I didn't like again, I have to repeat this. I didn't come into the truth to do music. I came into the truth because the truth was the truth, and that's it. Period. Right? And wherever you are, you have a soundtrack of your life. You know what I'm saying? And the soundtrack of your life, a lot of time, is going to reflect what you're going through, the experiences that you're dealing with. And I had lost a lot of points of relevance coming into the truth as far as the soundtrack element, because I didn't know anybody. You know what I'm saying? I've heard there are a lot of great artists, and shout out to everybody that's striving to do what they can. But when I like, I had heard of your music and I heard bits and pieces before the Dripping Sip. But like, man, that's like it. Just so everybody knows, like I told you, I'm a crier. When you came down and you got done, bro, like it brought me to tears because I felt like I was hearing it through my brother. Yeah. But we in the truth, and it was just like, wow.
Yeah. We had a moment, everybody. We did. We had a brother moment.
A brother moment. And it was just like, and I appreciate that authenticity in you. You know what I'm saying? Because it helped me to keep going. Just like being real, it helped me to keep going. And I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you and your authenticity. We had a moment, y'all. I'm telling you, and I was gonna bring that up at the Dripping Sip. When I got off, and when we did the whole James Brown thing, like I said before, that was not rehearsed. Like we just did the James Brown thing. So I'm down there on the floor, Twisted is going off. The Crank Lucas track he doing is going off. So I get up and I'm coming off. They got the cover, and I look up and I see King we just locked eyes, and he just grabbed and we just embraced, and we had one of those moments that I believe, and maybe I'll get a con from everybody, and even from you. We need a lot more of those moments.
Absolutely.
Brothers and sisters, as a nation as a whole, as a family going into a nation. We need a lot more of those moments. A lot of
Absolutely.
us are closed off and we stand off because there has been some hurts in our lives that we need to heal from. And I get that. But we need this brother right here, you know, the text messages, phone calls. It's a beautiful relationship. It's almost like I've been knowing him for all my life. And the key word of the night is authenticity. And yes, Miss Leah, it's a beautiful thing, and we need to do a lot more of that. And I just wanted to say that I appreciate you, brother. And
100%.
before we get out of here, we got to talk about this hood theologian. What was is this 3MG? You got the King 7 brand. You got the F3 Family Fest that you just did your thing at. Hood theologian. Pirates is just wanging them. Yes, that's the word, wanging. It's just wanging them in the head out there in these streets. What is next for King 7? What's next? What's on the agenda, music wise, podcast, Hood theologian? What's next for King 7?
So, what's next is it's gonna sound cliche, but it's literally whatever the Father say. But what He has told me thus far is I'm not done with music. You know what I'm saying? I make fun of monologue all the time because he ain't really retired.
He ain't retired.
He recorded 4 songs of the day. I was like, man,
about to say, the other day, like, man, I don't know 4 songs about to put down. Like,
so, you know, but music is not stopping, and so basically, when you go back, if you look, this point really of authenticity really showed its head when COVID happened, right? And everybody was forced to have to be their real self. There was no hiding behind production teams.
Right.
There was no hiding behind production budgets because everybody had to stay their tail at home. You know what I'm saying? Whether you wanted to because you believed in it or not, like nobody was outside.
Right.
So it was like I just saw how, you know, how real people that were just being their authentic selves had a real moment of fruition that, you know, where they were developing communities and things like that versus individuals that were just focused on a fan base. And what I saw was that one of the best ways to connect with your community is to have ongoing dialogue where they can hear you explain the things that you may say in your songs, explain the reason why you produce this record this way, explain why you believe in the Bible this way. You know what I'm saying? And that really creates a whole nother dimension of my ability to connect to you.
Yes.
So Hood Theologian is really just about who I am as a person. And I've been called a Hood Theologian. You know what I'm saying? Wow. And so really now it's like I just want to build a community of people that, I don't know what that sound just was, a community of people that, oh, it's my Facebook, that just have an understanding of, you know, this is not about being hood. It's just that's the way it's going to come from me. You see what I'm saying? And there are enough people that can identify with elements of that and connect with that, you know, I just want to have a community that understands in my pursuit of what the Most High has for me, that I'm trying to help everybody else get there as well. You know what I'm saying? Right, that's through getting into scriptures. You know what I'm saying? That's talking about music, you know, talking about current events, but just from an aspect and a perspective that, you know, the Most High has blessed me with, you know, somebody said like the wisdom that I have naturally has come through my parents, but also through a lot of experiences just that I've been able, and sometimes just even flat out survived. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So I would be remiss to try to just contain that in catalogs of music when, you know what I'm saying, my real goal is to reach the lost. You know what I'm saying? If I try to just contain that in catalogs of music, I feel like I'll be doing people a disservice. Because what if you don't understand? What if you hear something that I said and you're like, well, why did you say that? Like, that is that. Let's break it down. We'll open it up where people can ask questions and things like that, because I don't have a problem being transparent at all, because I'm not one of those people where I'm like, look at me, you know what I'm saying? Put me on this platform, put me on this pedestal, you know what I'm saying? God knocks them down easy. You feel what I'm saying? So I will not be one of the ones that he will not be able to find multiple uses out of. That's where you get the producer. That's where you get the engineer. That's where you get all these things, because in the moment it was, of course, because it was out of a necessity for what I was trying to do. But I mean, I'm not even gonna call no names, but like this, there will be many artists that'll tell you, oh yeah, Seven threw me some tracks. Seven did a graphic for me. Seven, you know, because it's not about, I mean, even though it is a business, let's be clear, but it's not about what can I take versus trying to build something of value. You know what I'm saying? And everything that I have, I offer it freely. You know what I'm saying? My wife, sometimes she'll be like, bruh. You know what I'm saying? She's like, you need to charge for that one. I'm like, I feel. And her heart ain't, you know what I'm saying, like, now I'm reading, you know what I'm saying, but it's just, you know, preserving time. But
absolutely
at the same time, it's like, just my heart is when I didn't have nothing and I didn't have nobody to turn to. I literally only had the Most High to help me. You know what I'm saying? And those that may not know how to seek him out and find him in that way may need a natural representative, you know what I'm saying, to stand in the gap to say, hey, no, don't worry about it. You got this. Here's some tracks. Go ahead and go make you a song. Don't worry about paying $3,000. No, just go do it. Sometimes that's all a person needs to keep them on the right track.
Come on, man.
And if that seed helps you to stay on and where you're supposed to go, I'll take my payment from God. That's cool. Don't worry about it. He gonna pay me better than you anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But the word says he's gonna openly reward you for that. Because in secret, you blessing your brothers and sisters, not making it a soiree and telling everybody about it, but in secret, you like, man, I got you. Send the track. I'm gonna send it back to you. I got you. Don't worry about it. And once again, at that time, that may be something that they needed to hear.
Right.
They needed to hear that, like, wow, it's real brotherhood out here. Wow, man. That's let me see it. I got another bum. I think I'm out of bums. I got one more bum in the chamber. So that's it, y'all. Hood theologian, man. This has been epic sit down. Your wisdom, your knowledge of the business. Now, before you give out, now we got an outro song, another one of my favorites that I'll let you introduce, and it's one of the, you know, Long Live the King. Long Live the King is another one of the favorites, and that's gonna be the outro song. But tell everybody, they can see it scrolling across the screen. Tell everybody how to get in touch. Now, you did produce 100% of the album, right?
No, I produced, I would say 90% of the album, 95% of the album.
Wow.
I did not produce the intro, Piped Up, or what's the other one? Pull Me Up.
Okay.
I did not do those three, and so. My friend that was here, Ike Boy, the one that produces for City Girls and all them, he did Piped Up. And then my good friend Hero, he's worked with Shawty Red, which is Jesus' producer. He did the intro and Pull Me Up. But yeah, everything else, yes, I did. And All praises. You know what I'm saying? That's just a gift and a talent that I am grateful to have, that I've cultivated. And I didn't want to even in some of the selections, I didn't put the hardest songs on there, but at the same time, the Most High allowed me to be able to display a wide scope of my production ability. You know what I'm saying? And I'm grateful for that, honestly.
Wow, that's awesome. Wow, that's awesome. Hood Theologian Podcast, King 7, Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Thank you so much, Miss Leah. Shout outs to your wife, man, and
she's the best.
Your family. You guys are a blessing to the nation. Just keep doing what you're doing, bro. And like I said, he don't know it yet. Well, he about to know it now, but I'm about to use your services, bro. So y'all gonna hear soon an IO, Ben Yahoo, and a King 7 track.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
We're gonna get into it, but yeah. So it's been great. This has been epic. My brother King 7. Before we get into that last outro song, and before we go, let engineering, production, MCing, graphics, let everybody know on social media. Everybody can see it at the bottom. I did my homework. I put it in. I did my homework.
I appreciate it.
Let us know where we can find your music and how to get in touch with you on each platform.
So as far as music goes, it's everywhere you find or stream music. YouTube, even on Amazon, everywhere from the Apple Music, Spotify, all of that. If you got a subscription, matter of fact, I think somebody told me that they even bootleg my album. I don't know how they did that. We got to figure that out. But whatever.
Somebody gonna hear it cry.
You know, all praises. Enjoy it. As far as getting in touch with me, the easiest way is on Instagram at King7. KIING VII. And my wife is going to be mad at me for doing it, but that's the easiest way. Like we got a brand that we're building. Like we actually are building a business to make all of the things that we do. My wife is super talented. I can't say it enough that we're going to do the rollout for that before the end of the year, most high willing. That will make the services that we offer a lot easier to find instead of hitting me up on my music page.
I had one more bomb in there. I had one more bomb in the can.
So that is the other thing so y'all be looking out for that. There will be another announcement that we'll be doing.
Wow. The
actual brand of the services that we offer, because it's not always understood. Where's the guy that did your graphics? You mean the rapper? No, he's a rapper. You know what I'm saying? So instead of making it confusing, we're gonna
everything under one umbrella.
Yeah,
and
it'd be easier to understand.
Wow. So you heard it, y'all see it on the screen. Strolling Pirates, streaming all digital platforms, all digital stores.
Please don't bootleg it no more.
Don't bootleg it, y'all. don't do that, y'all. Now, and I know it was probably one of us. Definitely one of us. But yeah, man, it's been great, King 7. Before we get into your song and the outro, Long Live the King, anything else you want to say to the people? Anything else?
Man, so this statement has been with me before even being in the truth. And in this day and time, you're going to hear a lot of voices, a lot of voices, a lot of information, a lot of opinions. But I just tell people, get in the presence of the Most High so you can hear from him, and then be obedient to what he tells you to do.
That's it.
If you do that, all that other stuff won't even matter.
Wow. There it is. You heard it. Be obedient to the Most High. People's opinions, they're going to have them. Take them in as you see fit, but be obedient to the Most High. Listen to the Most High's voice. You heard it. There it is. We'll be back. Truth Be Told Flex Podcast. Share your shoot, Judah. By now, Charlotte, we'll be back tomorrow with the regular show. King 7, it's been great. We love you guys. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe. We got 281 subscribers, y'all. We on the road to 500.
Congrats to you.
Oh, appreciate you, bro. And congrats to you and your wife, your business endeavors, the launch that's coming for the services you provide. The album is crazy. The new podcast, man, big things with the House of King 7. The Most High is good. He's awesome. Yes, Miss Harris. Yes, Broken is another that joined with Cat. And man, we would have been here for 3 hours talking about this.
Like,
bro, you gotta bust it down.
That song is an hour itself to talk about.
Right. So that's why I was like, if I put this on there, because I'm a Canton Jones fanatic, and with that being your brother, I was like, bro, we would have been talking forever about that song in itself. So this was great. Shouts to everybody, the Truth Be Told Flesh Podcast family. And once again, introduce Long Live the King. We outro. Introduce the song, bro. Take us out, King 7.
So here it goes. Long Live the King, featuring my brother from the West Coast, Andre Wright. I hope y'all enjoy it. Thank y'all for joining us in Shalom.
Shalom, everybody. We out.
An AGM production.
It's Andre Wright. Yeah. Everybody gather around for a toast with the whole team. We came up slow, but we here, and we so clean. Living in America, man, I hope you got a dream. Cause this world is built off of lies and schemes. Yeah, life hard, we got good. Everybody send a prayer up to my hood. Cause all I see is killing, gang. I'm trying to make a change, but it's the same thing. But I'ma keep my faith, cause you know I believe in the King. All hail the King, all hail the King. He delivered me, so I know he can deliver the fiend. I seen it with my eyes, that's why my heart sing. Yeah.
Long live the King, let the bells ring. Cause tonight, dog, I'm so on. Let the top down on go slow. Everybody gather round for a toast. Long live the King, living my dream. I'm so fly, I'm so on. All my life I searched, couldn't find a touch this moment.
Hey, let's toast to the good life. We can toast to a good night. I swear I thank God for a good wife. Hit me with that good, I still keep it hood, right? I only love if a name shoe. Anybody else, what you want me to do? Anywhere else is just a risk, no investment. Attacks on the throne ain't a threat, but I protect it. Cruise the city in my drop top Benz so I can see God's glory and throw the setter with my friends. We celebrating where we at because we know just where we been. All glory to the King who never let the party end.
Long live the King, let the bells ring. Cause tonight, dog, I'm so on. Let the top down on go slow. Everybody gather round for a toast. Long live the King, living my dream. I'm so fly, I'm so on. All my life I searched, couldn't find nothing tops this moment.
Check it out. And we ain't making up no feast days, but it's TMH who should be praised. I call him your Howard, I'm calling you who are like in the A. We say finna, you like what you about to do, bro. Two different sides of the same coin, but if it came down to it, we gon' bang for 'em. But this ain't that kind of party, so come and correct. We here to praise the Most High, not praising the flesh. My partners on the west side say they do it the best. Teach me how to walk long, we keep these commandments in check. A-Town stomp, I do it all on the enemy neck, but only for the King, because I promise he get his respect. Yeah.
Hey man, you know we got brews all over the place. You know what I'm talking about? South side, east side, west side, north side. We just here for one reason. You know what I'm talking about?